Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Kemp. And Albert, YSU, the ones you want to win the league games. And a league win on the road, in my mind, is bonus.
Yeah, starting on the road, those Thursday, Saturday games, George, are hard to win. They win both of them, go into Milwaukee and go into Green Bay and take both. Whoop, Green Bay 82-58. 4 guys in double figures for the Penguins. What a start for Coach Calhoun and his squad. They moved to 4-3 and 2-0 in the Horizon.
Big things at 2-0 in the Horizon.
Yeah.
How about it?
Oh, yeah.
On the road?
Yep.
Well done, guys.
Any win on the road in any league is a great win. And I know Coach Barnes with the girls has had a great start. And now we add Coach Calhoun with the Penguins. So good luck to both squads. We'll be covering you all year. Talking about covering somebody all year. We finish up our football with Youngstown Urson. We should have stopped somewhere in the third quarter. 28-7 lead. Could not hold on, George. Against a team that does not throw the football. They run the wing tee, and that's Clinton Massey. They've won other state championships, so they do know the wing tee really well. Interesting, they scored 1 for 2, George.
Yep, so talk about that. Yeah, yeah. You know, you always say this, and it's something to think about. When it works, it was a good idea. Yeah. When it doesn't, what's he doing? Like yesterday, Detroit went for 4th and 3 on their own 30.
Yeah.
And probably should have lost. But, if it works, man, does that coach have nerve?
That's the truth. Good way to say it, George.
Does that coach have nerve?
Or he's stupid.
Boy, right. Look at that dope.
Yeah.
But no, the bottom line is and as you say, they're a running team, so that short yardage thing is kind of right up their alley.
Yeah, they probably had something they have worked on forever with wing tee. There's about 7 or 8 things you can do.
Yeah.
And they got them. They ran it in, so they win the state championship. Brady Shannon, we talked about him all year. We talked about the great running back. They have had an outstanding year, but you go home sour when you lose a 28-7 lead. In the state championship game.
You'll replay that one.
Mm-hmm. Good way to say it.
That's one of those when you're laying there at night, you can't sleep. You're thinking, in that
these 3 plays. Yeah.
If we would have, just not run out of bounds, or
right.
if we would have, whatever it is, because it's
the truth, George.
1 point's not even,
I'd rather. Somebody asked me that many times. I'd rather lose by 30.
Get spanked.
That team's just better. I can laugh on the sideline and say, "Well, we got here, but we weren't as good as that team." They have to believe they should have won that game, or could have won the game either way.
No, absolutely. 28-7.
Yeah.
I got to figure if
not at halftime either.
I figure you'd be pretty confident if you were there.
I'd be confident. I know the crowd probably was had their mouths wide open.
We got this one.
Remember the line that the kid from Streetsboro gave you?
No, I'll never forget. He goes, "Daddy, can we call a rematch?"
Sorry,
that was Poland.
Once you get in the playoffs,
that was Poland. That big sucker tipped that ball, and that Johnson guy, his son from Streetsboro, the big guy, played at Slippery Rock.
Yep.
And it was a .2 or something, and he tipped. And you're
once you're in the playoffs, there's no rematches.
.2, there's nothing you can do.
There's no rematches.
You can't even call a play with .2 because you have to tip it. You
can't win.
The game's over.
And in high school basketball, something hadn't happened in a while, since February of 2019, really. And Struthers got beaten in the regular season. Cardinal Mooney took them out 61-57. Cardinal Mooney come back from a 5-point deficit to outscore Struthers 24-15 in the fourth quarter. Congratulations to Mooney, but we're going to bring up that sometimes it's not so easy to keep that winning streak going forever. And Struthers have been doing it. Now
you know what looks here though. You know what stands out to me. They gave up 61, but 24 in the fourth meant they had only given up 37 in 3,
right?
Which is just ridiculous.
Their defense was good for a while.
Absolutely.
Until the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
Yep. And I don't know, there was a lot of fouls in the game going down the stretch. I have no idea, but George made a good point. If you kept playing defense, you'd still have your winning streak.
Yeah, 24 points. That was almost half of what they scored in the game.
Yes.
They got in the fourth quarter. So that's really strange. Let's talk some Ncaa football. By the way, we're going to have a special up here in the next couple of weeks. Look for it. It'll be bowl-centric, 40-something bowls. If we miss one, it won't really matter. Some of those Tostito bowls. Oh, absolutely. We'll catch them all. It's just they've made it to the point where they've kind of made it like the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Pretty Good.
Yep.
We
don't complain, though.
No, I watched probably 90%. But let's talk about the Final Four. Let's go into that a little bit because, that, in my mind, isn't the bowl season.
Right,
That's,
I agree.
That's a separate tournament in my. Let's talk about first. Let's start at the top. Let's talk about what happened Saturday and how it filtered in. We said they will not let Alabama and Georgia play. We knew that. So the way it shakes out, Georgia jumps up 10-0, and okay, it's their year. And then all of a sudden, boom. Now we have Alabama at 1. Well, we know we don't want them to play Georgia, so Georgia can't be 4.
Right.
So 2 and 3 doesn't matter.
Right.
So this is where we get.
It had to be that way.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Cincy and Alabama first.
Yeah, well, when you look at that immediately, the line in Vegas tells you Alabama's 13.5 points favorite. So they're thinking they're the
Well,
better
that
team.
cost 14.
What?
You think
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I don't think so. No.
Would you
if
take
Mechie,
14?
if Mechie played,
Yeah, he can't play.
then he's out.
broke
And that
his
that's a major difference maker with them.
Oh, no.
Because when you get Mechie and Williams on the field at the same time,
Yeah.
then Cincinnati has no chance to stop him.
Can't cover them both, right?
Right, you can't. And so Cincinnati might be able to double team Williams and take him out. I never count Cincinnati out. I saw him in the bowl game last year.
Last play.
Even though I know Alabama's better, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
And
I'd have to study it really hard.
And you
see.
want to talk about the underdog. Nobody wanted us.
No,
they
don't want
didn't
that, don't want that.
I mean, they'll be playing that card for a quarter,
Yeah,
at least.
Yep, that's the card they're going to take in, and especially right now that Vegas puts them down.
Looks like the coach is staying,
Yes.
so they have stability. He had told those other teams, you have to wait a month till it's over, and they all panicked because of the early signing period.
Yeah, he's staying. He's a family guy, and we'll take something really big. I think Notre Dame was the one he probably would have wanted. If there's any job he would have left for.
Yeah, and he told them that they'd have to wait.
You know, so and they said, okay, we're not waiting.
Let's talk Georgia. What went right all year went wrong.
Alabama.
Is that it's not? It's,
Oh no, that's all it was. They didn't face any quarterback like that.
Oh no, he got the Heisman Saturday.
No. I mean, do you understand?
He wrote his name on it Saturday.
No, he made plays that no other quarterback in the nation could have made, and that's why he's the Heisman. Pressure, he got out of the pressure, and he looked down the field and make throws. He's just a special
He moves,
player.
but he looks, right?
Yeah, he's great. And this
Talk
time,
about that.
And this time he decided that he protected himself all year, and he said that. He said, this game I'm going to run if I have to. And he ran for 3 big first downs. So he did everything in the game that you cannot script. Like broken plays, there's so many broken, and passes against double teams that he threw in there. He was sensational. And
He'll be in that Heisman house.
for sure, he's a sure winner.
That
He's a sure
advertisement, he's in there.
Yeah, he's a sure winner. No
Yeah,
question
that's
about it.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, here, let me tell you, and I'm going to tell you some approach I saw in 2 games, and then we'll talk about some matchup there. Michigan, I watched Michigan. I mean, they just pulverized Iowa. It's that simple. But something stood out to me. 2:40 left. Hustling to the line.
I'd fire him. I'm going to say.
Passing every play.
I used to, I loved him till this.
Oh, you did? I didn't know.
I like Harbaugh. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I like Harbaugh. See, everybody's down on him.
See, I struggled. Here's why. Like
I wanna fight
I
him.
talked. He ran to the line and
I know.
passed every play.
No, I know, but so it's the worst thing. I look down on him now more. That's
So
because
you
that's who
saw
I
it
am.
too. You saw it too.
Because that's who I am.
Okay, you
Do
saw it.
understand?
Too. I thought it was me because I had the under. No. I'm being honest.
I had many chances
I know.
to do that in my career.
Oh, I
and my kids would say, "Coach, put me back in."
Yeah, I can't.
I said, "You're not going back in." This coach cares about is what he does too.
Yeah.
He now has become the bully. He thinks he
Oh, he plays that part well.
He finally won a game,
Yeah.
and now he's going to bully Kurt Ferentz.
Kurt Ferentz, absolutely.
Who's been around much longer and won way more games than him.
You know, he could have needed 4 times.
He didn't have to knee it.
Because
He
it's
just run the
40
ball.
seconds. But he could have needed even at the end.
just do what you're supposed
He
to do.
tried deliberately.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
See, now I was ready to just, I wrote him off already. Then I found out he's given his bonus to the people from.
Well, I knew that.
But let me say this. Hey, okay, let me ask you
I'm
this.
just saying it's wrong what he did. There's a right and a
sport-
wrong.
No.
There's a right and a wrong.
Well, hey, you don't think I think that?
That's what I believe.
I couldn't. Well, I'm watching and I'm like, and I'm counting 40s. I'm going 440s, 160, 220. He can kneel. Zoom up the line pass. Zoom up the line pass. Yeah, not a run.
I don't mind if he ran the ball every play.
No. Especially with the backup.
Right, if they run the ball
you don't need.
and you don't tackle them, that's your fault.
I agree.
You're throwing the ball trying to.
No, running to the line.
Tell me why 7 more points made a difference in that game.
Put it over.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for
Michigan. No. Let me say this too. Let's talk about I want to talk about this because I didn't have anybody to run it by. It drove me crazy. He got $500,000 for beating Ohio State.
They all get it.
And $1 million.
That's the other thing I don't like. So you just add something.
Yeah.
He wants to put it out there. Do you understand? Every contract of every coach in the country.
Yeah, he wanted to say he was giving it away.
But he wants to say that. So
I'm giving it away. But here's my other thing. What are we paying him the $5 million for?
But every coach has it, George. Every coach. There's not a coach in the country
what
doesn't
in
have
the
what are
world
they called incentives or
bonus. Yeah.
They
That's
have
what. Remember, someone said to you the other day about sitting someone down. We were eating lunch here today, and somebody said, "Why don't they sit Hayward or there was something?" And the guy said, a lot of people have incentive things in their contracts,
every one
sacks,
of them.
et cetera.
No, every one of them.
So that's the deal.
Yeah.
You were upset with
but I didn't mind him getting and that's fine. But don't be telling people you got the incentive, so you tell me
and you're
I
giving
gave it
it
away.
away.
No, that's why he said it.
Yeah, it's like
because I guarantee you Saban got another
it's
incentive
like
for
bragging about charity. Like if you, it's not charity when you brag about doing.
So he did everything wrong about running the score up and bragging about his incentive.
You know what? It's the truth.
I
felt that way too. I felt that way. I'm glad you said that. I was interested because we didn't talk. Locals are all Ohio State Nice Bowl, Rosie Boy. Utah.
Oh, you had the Rose Bowl. But isn't that something? You're a Ohio State fan. You look down on the Rose Bowl.
A guy showed a picture one day.
So sad.
Hey, yeah. A guy was at the game there. The game starts about 4 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock there. He showed a picture of the sun.
How beautiful it is.
I thought to myself, there's no finer sight.
I visited 2 years ago and saw that, took a picture of that.
Beautiful.
I did.
Okay, Ohio State's in. Pitt finally got, hey, got to give him credit.
No, not
bowl.
credit. Their defense stepped up, which I've been on all the time.
Yeah. Well, they didn't score. How about this game? Guy said to me the other day, he goes, 35 at the quarter, he goes, and it didn't go over. I said, absolutely. At 8 minutes, the other coach lifted his quarterback and Doozer ran every play.
Yeah, and that's what's going to make it go under when you do that.
Yeah.
Just the opposite of what happened in the Michigan game.
Oh, no, he could have put 2 more.
Yep.
No, I agree. I wondered if you saw that same thing. Penn State Bowl, disappointing season, 7-5. I don't know what to say except that, everyone said, well, this game was close, that game was close. I think the old Parcells thing comes to mind. You are what you are.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
You're 7-5. Let's talk NFL. Crazy game yesterday. Steelers. I'll say this. I put it on Twitter. I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but they're going to play. They played. Here's my point. You get in there, you get a game, you can tie it and keep playing, as Saban did last week, or you can go for the win. Harbaugh chooses to go for the win. And he had an interesting comment when they asked him. He said, I was out of corners.
It is true. It's
so
a fact.
He did the right thing then.
No, he had to. He was forced to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the guy's out for the year, and the other guy was already out.
Okay.
So he would have to play linebacker at corner.
And the play was.
Yeah, and he could.
My boy threw it too hard.
He could have got it.
Did he just?
That's his weakness. What can you say? It's always going to be that. He's not super accurate. He's a great player, but not super accurate.
Little, what do they call it? We used to call it arc or whatever.
Not super accurate.
Little air under it, coach, because it was open.
But because George knows I'm one of the few guys that's a big Tomlin guy. I don't see anybody giving him credit. Now, when they lose,
they blame him.
They blame him for every loss. He closed practice on Wednesday. We're practicing in pads.
They hit?
No one's giving him credit. He said, "Oh, he's a coach's play. He lets him do what they." No, he told him, "We're not playing. We don't deserve anything.
No.
We're going to practice in pads on Wednesday."
Okay.
But once again, the defense proved how lousy they are when they had to stop them. Right down the field, Baltimore one right.
How about Watson?
Their defense just stinks.
16 sacks.
No, Watt's tremendous. So when he plays, they have a chance.
Does he go on every play?
They have a chance.
There was a play.
He's a great player.
But Al, he chased him.
Not a good player.
He chased him. And Jackson, he's a jet too. He stepped up. He just reversed his field, came and got him going the other.
He's tremendous.
And I'm thinking, who plays like that?
I know. He's the man of man. So when they signed him, the host of the other show said they shouldn't have signed him.
No.
And I looked at him and said,
no.
You have to sign the best defensive guy.
He is their defense.
No, he is. He's everything. He is everything. He makes
and this really
go.
changes them. Puts them a little step forward. And Thursday night, if there was a guy I'd want to go against, like if you said, get me a real good team, but I'll take Cousins. I'll go because he's broken my heart 1,000. No, he can have 5 touchdowns.
You never know what he's going to do.
Or,
I just think Pittsburgh can't stop him. I just watch their defense and think, how are they going to stop
they're missing Cook.
I think Madison's really good back.
Yeah. Well,
once again, they're coming off that Detroit loss. You're stepping into a bad situation.
Boy, how about that one all the way to the last? It was 4th down. They had 3
shots.
shots.
How about the defense they did?
Couldn't
play.
They were behind the end zone.
The guy catch the
Well,
ball
he was
by
behind the
himself.
end zone. He was behind the
I
end
know.
zone.
I said, how could that?
Should anybody be behind the line?
I played college football, and I said, if I did that, I'd tell my dad I have to quit.
Yeah.
If the guy catch the ball,
In
with
front of
nobody
you.
around you by himself.
I saw the same
man.
thing. I thought, well, maybe I missed something.
So
Maybe
bad.
I missed
So
something.
pathetic.
So you like everything about it, especially without the corners.
Oh, they had to.
Yeah, so
No,
there
I
was
didn't know
no
why.
choice.
Once he did it, he had to. He had no team.
Okay.
They tied
In other
up.
words, he'd have gone out there and they'd have just thrown the ball right down.
Yeah, because they had a linebacker covering
Okay,
Johnson. Yeah.
that's what I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
yes.
All right. Browns were off, and that's probably the best thing for Mayfield with that myriad
needed that.
of
He
injuries.
needed that
And he
rest.
needs a mental rest.
He needed that.
He's got to. I'm looking for them to make a little run,
He needs. I like the Browns.
and I
too,
haven't
too.
seen their schedule.
I haven't either. I like
but
the Browns.
they're making a
I'm
run.
a Browns guy.
Okay, so we agree on
I'm
that.
not a Browns fan, guys. I'm
Yeah.
a Browns guy. I think they have a good team.
He needs to heal up mentally, too. He'd taken a beating there. People, and they come back. They got the best line in the business.
Yes.
And two great runners.
They used to have the best line. Indianapolis has passed them up.
Oh yeah,
Indiana's passed them up.
Yeah, I saw Taylor. Yeah, I'm scared of them.
Indiana's really good.
With Tennessee. The only thing I got one saving grace. Their schedule is they have one easy one, but man, do they have the schedule.
Yeah, I think that once again, I don't look at that very often in the NFL, George.
Yeah, because it's week to
Because
week.
I don't know it's week to
No,
week
I
thing.
know. I get
Yes.
it. Lions get their first win. We talked about that's good. No more biting in kneecaps at least for a week.
You know what I liked about that? I liked about it how excited they were.
Oh, did you see
so
Goff?
So if you don't think pros care,
No. Did you see
it was
Goff?
like they won the Super Bowl.
Goff was in the Super Bowl.
It was like they won the Super
He
Bowl.
ran over. He was jumping
They were
up
so
and
excited.
down.
They were.
And
like that.
let's be honest. Heartbreak with Baltimore. Heartbreak with Minnesota.
they
Tie
had
with
chances,
Pittsburgh.
yes.
I don't know
They
they're
had
anybody's
chances.
fool. Well, Thanksgiving,
Yep, they had chances.
right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're okay.
But they were excited. I like seeing that.
And here's one. This is a history game. Talk about a history game. Seattle,
Yeah, they've always dominated.
San
Francisco.
Fran, especially there. And if you knew anything about it, you just said, I'm a little leery of this San Francisco. I want to talk about the San Francisco coach then. But let's talk about
I would
Seattle.
have never saw that coming, though.
They-
I'd
no,
like
no,
that
no,
to
they were
You
depleted.
understand how bad
Yes.
Seattle's playing.
But they were in the last three there.
No, I'm talking about, I'm saying against San Francisco.
Yeah,
I'm talking
just
about
period.
this year.
Yeah, no, they've been
They
awful.
have been
No. Well, he's leaving.
putrid.
He's leaving. He
have
and the
been-
coach are done.
They've been putrid.
Yeah, but-
so that's why it's the NFL, not for long.
No,
you
and
would
the-
think San Fran's coming in playing the best.
How about the fake
football?
punt? How about the fake
That's
punt?
what I'm saying. Things like
77
that.
yards. No.
That doesn't happen in football.
No, it's not supposed to. He shouldn't go 77 yards.
A 73-yard.
He gets first down, it's bad enough. No, I saw
And there's
that.
an example because George. I talked to him all the time, so I know all his thought. He would have said, "Can you believe they ran a fake punt from the 10?" And
23 yard
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
he's so
What was
stupid.
he doing?
What's he thinking about?
What's he doing?
It goes 73.
Yeah,
so
what?
now it looks like
Yeah, who was back
it's
there?
the greatest thing he ever did.
I want to talk about that too. I want to talk about the 49ers coach. Because all I hear, Shanahan, genius,
Yeah, they pick him
play
out.
caller,
They do pick him out.
offensive guru. He better start guruing. They had the ball 4 downs inside the 15.
They couldn't get in. I know.
Now, let me ask you this. Obviously, Kittle's had a big game. Are you a Garoppolo guy as a whole?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
Yeah, I am.
he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's definitely a pro, no question.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you could win with him.
I could pick 10 guys. that
Could
he'd
you win the
start.
Super Bowl with him?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Well,
yes.
almost
I thought
did.
yesterday the biggest thing that nobody wrote about was Samuels was out.
He's been
no,
good, too.
No, not good. He's been the
Oh,
best.
oh,
He's
I
been
know.
the best. Not Adams.
yeah.
Samuels has been the best receiver in football. If you look at your
Yeah, they had
fantasy
him
thing,
and then that Ayuk.
they
or
didn't have him in the lineup.
No, he was out. He didn't play at all.
I have no idea what was wrong with him. I don't know what happened.
No, he obviously
when you
was-
lose your best players in the NFL,
No, he was hurt.
Look at Tennessee, what they've done since Henry left.
Oh, no.
You know, it's just.
No, hey, Al, let me ask you about him. I'm thinking, if I recall, this is week 13.
Right. That's what they said, 13, 14, something like this. That's what they
So
said.
there's a shot.
So I'm saying 14. I don't think they'll hurry him back 1 week in advance.
no.
I think he'll be back 14.
I hope he's in there.
I don't know their schedule either. Do they play anybody good?
The Steelers. They play
Well,
the
they aren't
Steelers.
any good, so I don't care. It's gonna-
I always worry Pittsburgh at home. I don't want anyone to have to play them at home. Let's talk about Minshew. I saw this coming. I didn't know, and I heard a guy say, Minshew's playing. And I thought to myself, I hope the Jets or whatever don't relax.
No, they know. No,
He's pretty good.
Pros knows he's a good, nice player.
He's not bad, huh?
No, he's a nice
But he
player.
play somewhere.
Yeah, he could play somewhere too.
Where would you put him? Like Pittsburgh?
No. He's better at Randolph, so that's they.
Okay.
It depends how much money he wants.
Yeah.
Jalen
Hurts, seems like he gets dinged a lot.
It's because he runs. I tell you, you don't last in the pros when you run.
Can't run.
I still say, I've been telling you forever, Jackson's going down. I don't know when it's happened. He's going down. You can't keep running the pros without getting smacked.
Just lay that ball up, Jackson. Just lay that ball. 2-1 again.
Miami's defense is winning.
They're getting there.
Oh, it's a Miami defense.
Well, they got 5-6 in a row.
Yeah, it's a perfect formula for them, how they're doing. They run the ball, have 2 or 3 short passes.
Little play action.
They're running, they're playing an unbelievable defense.
They're thinking that they need to go 10-7 to make it.
I think that's it. I'm surprised if a 9-7 makes it.
Who do we need out in that thing where you have to have 3 teams from the same division in the playoff? I think we're going to be okay with the Rams and 49ers. The other one, the Raiders are taking a major dive. I think that Chargers will be in there. Could Denver get that?
I don't know if Chargers are going to be in there.
Well,
they can lose anyway.
But I'm saying if they don't, then because the Raiders are done.
But I'm saying I can't put anybody in there. I would never count the Chargers.
The Raiders are done.
I saw Denver throttle them last week like what they were in there.
They went in last night.
Yes. It's the NFL.
Wasn't that bad?
I say it on this show all the time.
Brady 4 touchdown passes.
That stays the same.
No, some things don't change.
That stays the same.
Did you see the one he threw before the half, though?
No.
It's like it wasn't him.
I might have saw the replay, but
okay.
The interception by Atlanta.
Yeah,
he didn't see the guy.
I saw. Yeah, I didn't see his shoulder out the flat. The guy. But how about these guys? When they raise up, they raise. Like I watched the other day, that kid for New Orleans, he hadn't played the Hill. He tried to throw. Guy just went up
They're
like 9 feet in the air, and I'm like,
they're beasts. They're not. There's nothing normal about
Kyler
them.
Murray came back. I saw him run one in yesterday.
Yeah, if he can run it, then
just
he's healthy.
enough, huh?
Yeah, if he's healthy, that means if he can.
And then how about your boy was playing without any practice in 3 weeks? He snagged one down in the goal line.
He didn't come out for warm-ups.
Oh,
you understand?
No, he does what he wants.
That's why you got to give a Bill O'Brien credit. I'm giving him credit. So I'm not putting up with this guy.
No, he does.
I don't care how great he is.
No, he does what he wants.
He's the worst. He's the worst in the NFL.
They call him D-Hop.
D-Hop cares nothing about D-Hop.
D-Hop. Be careful about D-Hop.
He didn't come out. No, they said, wait a minute. There's a guy on this team that knocked him out for practice. He didn't come for all week, but he didn't come out for pregame either. So he's telling Eric,
I'll be out when
I'll come out.
I'll be out when it starts.
When it starts the game, I'll come out.
Hey, how about this?
And then he goes catch the touchdown.
You think he practices?
No, never.
I mean, even nearly practice.
Never.
No,
when I mean never.
No.
He puts on shorts, jogs around the field.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
That's why O'Brien couldn't take it any longer.
No, absolutely. No. They handled the Bears, too. Sometimes with bad weather, when Arizona comes east, people think, well, you
never know.
And
right?
it wasn't 30. But
here's
the one. The
biggest
game.
I'm going to say that game solidified that Nagy's getting fired. Like he's out.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. Colts won big. When you go play those expansion teams, you can do it one or two ways or whatever. You can just pound them down from the beginning and be done. Yeah. And that's what they did.
Underrated defense.
I'm watching this Hard Knocks. The first time ever they're in season, and it's the Colts. And
anything you saw, seeing this make sense to you?
It seems like they really like Frank Reich, and this guy's a stud, and the team knows it. The kid from Taylor, the kid from Wisconsin. The team knows.
Oh yeah, he's a stud.
They call him JT, but he's a stud. Oh, they could be dangerous in the playoffs. Don't you think the Colts could? Oh, I think. Yeah, I looked at it. I have them in. Okay. I just think 2 reasons. One, you like Wentz.
Oh,
Wentz is good.
He's a really good
and then the other guys.
I'm hoping they get in. I'm hoping they get in because they could be dangerous.
Chargers go to Cincinnati. They were just taking them out.
It was 24-22.
And then they came back the other way.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when you said I think
they came back. But that's a nice win. Cincinnati came in hot.
But in that game, though, not just the whole season. Yeah. They're Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who's going to show up.
No, but I think going to Cincinnati is a big deal.
No, it's a great win.
Because they had just crushed Pittsburgh.
It's a great win, Pete.
Now, let me ask you this. Tell me how you could live. I mean, I don't ever root for a team or anything, so it doesn't matter. I just, whoever I want to win.
Yeah, gotcha.
Jets and Giants.
That's a tough place, a big city.
Well, what would you do?
Tough place.
You see Pittsburgh, they're 8-8 and people ready to jump out the building.
Right.
These guys, 8-8, they'd have a parade.
Yeah.
What would you do either place?
It's get an offensive
line.
I
heard a guy called today.
Get an offensive line both places.
Guy called the show today. He goes, it's been 60 years, he goes. I've had like a handful of time. Remember, Fat Rex was there. Right. You could at least root.
Offensive line play is atrocious
and
both
the
places.
Giants. Yeah.
You have no chance.
No. Let's talk NCAA hoops. We got about 4 minutes. Zags lose again. They're the Thanksgiving champ.
They had them beat. They were going on last year when they had 3 great players. Suggs was the point guard.
Yes.
And he's gone. And all of a sudden they said they're still going to be great. They're still top 18.
You see,
but
Timmy.
but they can be beat any time.
See, he signed a contract with a casino. First college player to do that.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, NIL.
Okay.
If you had to ask me how many teams could win it, I couldn't venture a guess.
I could.
12?
8. That's what I said. There's 8 teams going to win it. That's all.
Just 8?
Oh yeah. There's a drop off, no question.
You think after 8?
Yes.
But still, that's
what it is. Except for the years that Duke and Vegas were there.
Yeah, it was 3.
There's some teams that can make it.
Hey, here's one. I like the fact that because of the way they schedule, they're not afraid to lose a game, and you get to see some, like Gonzaga will go to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State will go play someone. In football, they're so afraid of getting more than one loss.
Yeah.
It's so different.
That's
yeah,
it
is really different.
Up,
Big Ten started last week. Mm-hmm. So the ACC.
Yeah, the conference started. Yeah, they started.
Yeah, so now it's...
Because there's big conferences.
It's big time
they're
now.
big conferences.
Yeah, you got
too.
14, 16, 18, too.
Yeah, you got to get those games
with the portal, we knew over 1,500 or whatever. Might it take some teams longer to gel?
I think so.
In other words, we've not seen the best of Texas.
Right.
We've not seen the best of
probably about 10 teams.
Okay. Let's talk NBA. We got about 3 minutes. The Suns, they get their streak snapped. They and Golden State are just look like they've come to the top in the West. The Lakers, you say you usually are
not this year.
You're not on them.
No, they're not near as good as they've been.
Old age?
Question. Yes. LeBron's not near the player. Not even close to being what he used to be.
Okay, let's talk about this sitting people out, the rest thing. I'm going to tell you why I was saying it. Excuse me. I was thinking of it the other day. Some little guy, your grandsons, whoever, you save your money. In other words, it's not like going to the high school game. $3, $5 to get you in. I mean, you got to get out the MasterCard if you can have it on your phone for God.
Well, the sad part of that is, and I tried, if you can go see a game if they're playing somebody not real good. Mm-hmm. But if you do want to go see Golden State and see Steph Curry, you are going to pay. Yeah. You're going to go to the game with $4,000.
Yeah.
Get ready to go
and the other thing too. And the other
chance.
thing too. You go to see Giannis.
Mm-hmm. Once again, money's going to be out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And he doesn't play.
He will not play.
I know, it could happen anytime.
Oh, that's
you
why.
got to get the tickets in advance. That's
absolutely. That's why they said they tried to talk to the union and said, "How about sitting these guys out at home because the home fans have 41 chances." Mm-hmm. Thought it was a decent idea. Major League Baseball lockout. Right now, I don't care. Lock out, lock in, drive out. But I want them playing in April. You agree the same way?
I'm on the same thing.
All nonsense, right?
I'm on the same thing, no question.
Right before the lockout, they were throwing money around. Like it was Monopoly.
Texas especially.
Those gold $500 bills we used to have.
Texas did, especially.
Two dudes?
Yeah.
More than a whole pirate payroll?
More whole pirate payroll. Think of that. Simeon and Seager.
That tells you. That tells you can't win. I mean, that's okay. We got a minute. Bowl games. Who sits out? The Big Four. Nobody.
Not in the Big Four, I don't think.
Pickett sitting out.
He's going to get talked into it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a shame.
Don't say that, please. See, now he's trying to make me miserable. Really.
But I see it happen.
I know. I can see it happen. And he is Pitt football.
Yeah,
he is Pitt football.
No question. That's the reason why they have the record Pickett.
Unbelievable. And we know the Alabama quarterback in the high school taking the thrill out of it right here.
100%.
Right?
100%. I didn't see the Arkansas State.
Last thing, Ohio. State championships over Pennsylvania still playing. Something about Ohio, they just get it right. You feel the same way. You heard it here. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.